out to play, as the last rays of sun shimmered over the surface of the swamp. At night they would lie in the red and white boat together, looking up at the stars, eating mayflies and falling asleep to the high, sweet sound, and to the low bass drawl of their aunts and uncles, cousins and great-uncles, parents, step-parents and godparents, nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters. Dozens of generations of frogs, all living in the same place, spotted and speckled, green and yellow and mottled brown, large and small. "Just look at that moon," said Tubbs one evening in early June. "How can anyone keep quiet when it's shining so silver?" "The song they're singing now," Lila told him, "is 265 million years old." She poked him and he grinned. "Did you hear me? It's the first song our ancestors made up." Tubbs listened for a minute. 265 million years was a long time to be singing the same song. It made him want to go get his clarinet and make up something new. "You can't make up something new," Lila said. "Every bit of water on Earth is the same water that was here to begin with. And we're all made of the creatures who came before us, and microscopic beings inhabit every inch of us." "Huh?" said Tubbs. Lila said, "It's hard to improve on Kiss Me, I'm the Fattest. If there was a better song, someone would have written it by now. Anyway," Lila said, "look at this." She pulled a letter from her pocket and handed it to Tubbs. "I haven't shown anyone yet." It was postmarked with a fancy blue and yellow seal, an image of a hand reaching out of the sky holding a book. Tubbs unfolded the letter and read. It made his skin feel dry. It was from a place called the Sorbonne, which, as far as he could tell, was not in Louisiana. He looked up at Lila. "Where is this place?" "In Paris," she said. "It's a school." "Where's Paris?" "It's across a big salt pond." At first, Tubbs thought he might cry. Thinking about Lila leaving was awful. But then he looked at the letter again, and his heart soared for his cousin's good news. "Lila!" Tubbs shouted, jumping to his feet. "Lila, this is amazing! Elodie!" he called from the boat, waving the letter above his head. "Elodie, break out the rose mallow wine! Break out the blue bottles! Lila's going to school! Everyone! Everyone! Lila is going to school!" Tubbs remembered Lila's face that night, how happy she was, and how proud Aunt Elodie was, and how long the party lasted, and how they changed the words of that old song to "Kiss Me, I'm the Smartest," and how Lila explained to them that it didn't technically make it a new song if you changed one word, and how he ate too many blue bottles, and how the turtles came over to offer their congratulations, and an owl flew down and stood on the bank of the marshy expanse and talked seriously to Lila, and how the bullfrogs puffed out their necks when she walked by. But the thing he remembered the most was how she smiled. He had never seen Lila smile the way she had that night, when she was about to leave the place he loved the most. 2. That was a long time ago now, and many things had changed. Tubbs and Lila were grown, and Elodie was gone. While Tubbs lived in the same neighborhood, Lila had traveled far and learned things frogs in the swamp could only dream about. Tubbs let the cool water carry him to the boat dock, where 3 water rats sat quietly smoking corncob pipes and fishing. One was larger than the rest and had grizzled hair and an unruly beard. Tubbs hopped out and felt the warm sun on his skin. He scratched a small, itchy bump on the side of his head. "Any luck, Virgil?" he asked the rat. "Luck's a funny thing," said Virgil. Tubbs thought for a second and grinned. He had just the song to cheer Virgil up. Tubbs slapped his wet foot on the dock for a count of 4, took a deep breath, and then burst out in a reedy voice that rang through the swamp as clear and bright as a bell. "I know a rat who liked to sail in sun and rain and wind and hail. He built a boat out of reeds and mud, and a torn shower curtain and Persian rug. He sailed due north all through the night, a lonely firefly his only light. He docked in ports along the coast and served a barking seal French toast, and all the fish and all the whales and all the wind and all the gales, and all the bats and all the cats and all the crawfish who had laughed came to sing him home again."